To another edition of Wordy Screencast, where today we are learning to look for an aha moment. Aha! Why? All right, it's going to help us determine the theme of a text. When we get done the Most Dangerous Game, we're really going to go back and look at the theme of the Most Dangerous Game. Also go back to Sheboygan Day and our unit essay May, leaning this way as of right now. Compare and contrast the themes of the two texts. So this could help us. You'll know you've got it when you can explain what an aha moment is, identify keywords to help you find the aha moment, and then we're going to look at theme using contrast, contradiction signpost, went over with Sheboygan Day, and the aha moments signpost to figure out the theme of these stories. All right, remember we talked about signs, we stop, we figure out what it's asking us, and we talked about there are 6 different ones. So we're reading. We're going to stop and notice and note some things. First one we talked about was contrast and contradictions. If you remember, we would stop and notice and note that when a character is doing something opposite of what they've been doing or what we expect they'd be doing, we're going to stop. Our second one is the aha moment. So in your guided notes, aha. Anyway, number 2. Under your chart up here, number 2, aha moment. Signpost number 2, the aha moment. All right. Come across an aha moment. You're going to stop and notice a note. Here we go. When you're reading and suddenly a character realizes, understands, or finally figures something out, they have this epiphany. They go, aha! I've realized something. Stop and ask yourself, how might this change things in the story? If the character just figured out a problem, you've probably just learned a conflict. If the character understood a life lesson, you probably just learned about the theme. All right, our aha moment. Again, character realizes or understands something. You're going to ask yourself, how might this change things? It gives you insight into the conflict and theme. Now, how do I find the aha moment? I'm glad you asked. All right, here's some keywords you can look for. Sometimes it's going to be implied, but here's some ones we can look for when you state it directly. I realized, or the character realized, and so learned, knew something, understood something. Generally, when you do these things, you've figured something out. So your guide notes here, but keywords, when directly stated, realized, learned, knew, understood. All right. Indirectly, it's going to make inferences based on the events in the story. So it might not say, and then Adele figured out. You might just see from what's happened in the story that a life lesson has been learned, or that they figured out, oh, this is going to be a problem. All right. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to have a copy. We read this on quiz 1, just like a movie. You're going to reread it. This time you're going to annotate it. Underline the aha moments on pages 48 and 49. In your guided notes, page 2, you're going to see this. It's going to tell you the exact same directions. So once you find it, then I want you to answer questions 2 through 5 and just see how we do find this. Again, look for, this one's pretty obvious, look for those keywords, learned, realized, understood, knew, on pages 48 and 50, and that should help you find the aha moment. After that, one last thing, the last sheet of this handout, where it has the chart of notice, note, contrast, and contradictions up here. If you look at me up in the little corner here, don't do that. We're going to do something like that. We're going to continue reading Most Dangerous Game likely next week. Next class after our quiz here. Other than that, you should now know the aha moment and be able to look for it. So I will leave you with aha!